So I want to bring up Neil Smith from Ripple, and we are going to talk about building crypto solutions for a world without borders. And this is going to be great. And then Neil's going to be part of the panel after as well. So.
Okay, so that's a pretty impressive presentation to follow. So I'm going to perhaps take it down a bit to the layer one. So what enables people to build these kind of solutions, metaverses, whether they're games, into using the XRP ledger technology. So I've been with Ripple for about 8 years. I spent my vast majority of that time traveling sort of around Asia and Middle East, talking to banks and financial institutions, talking about the payment use case that Ripple sells, solutions that we sell. But I've most recently been working with the central bank digital currency team, delivering solutions built on the XRP ledger technology. So today, what I'd like to do is provide you with some updates regarding the XRP ledger, some upcoming DeFi features and resources are available to people who wish to build on the XRP ledger. Okay. So the XRPL was created in 2012 to help usher in the Internet of Value, enabling the world to move value the way information moves today. The founders of the XRPL foresaw issues other crypto could face in terms of scalability, speed, energy consumption, and cost, and realized there had to be a better alternative. The XRPL was designed to be open, decentralized, secure, fast, and inexpensive to transact with, and has only become more decentralized over time. The XRPL is for motivated developers, enterprises, and governments that wish to build their business, solve problems, and create sustainable value by utilizing blockchain technology. The XRPL has evolved significantly from payments as a primary use case to supporting a wide range of use cases from DeFi to NFTs, CBDCs, and many more. The XRPL has evolved into an ecosystem which is 100% decentralized. There are over 600 XRPL nodes processing transactions and maintaining the shared state of the ledger. Over 100 blockchain validators operated by universities, businesses, exchanges, individuals driven by diverse motivations, and they're not motivated by a monetary incentive. There are some 1,750 unique applications and exchanges live on mainnet. To date, over 2.8 billion transactions have been processed, over $1 trillion in value. That's greater than Ethereum, Bitcoin, and other notable blockchains. There are 5 million active wallet addresses globally. And finally, the $30 billion market cap, in spite of the SEC, places XRP consistently in the top 6 cryptocurrencies in the world. And as I said, when I was talking and traveling to customers outside of the US, there has been very little impact in terms of what people perceive the value is of XRP. People are building on XRP because it provides that base layer, low cost, and speed. So the XRP ledger has a number of built-in capabilities that enable developers to build advanced blockchain applications, including features such as the native decentralized DEX, native decentralized exchange, or DEX. Okay, it allows users to buy and sell tokens for XRP or other tokens with minimal fees charged by the network. Issued assets, which represent claims on chain, from fungible tokens and stable coins to legal obligations and many more. Complete end-to-end functionality accessible via native API calls. Standard tokens are tracked in relationships called trust lines between accounts. So any account can issue a token to other recipients who are willing to hold them. So you cannot give tokens away to someone who doesn't want them. The XRP ledger also supports advanced payment functions such as escrow, payment channels, and checks, which support enterprise use cases. So a major differentiator, as I kind of spoke about, is the native central limit order book, or DEX. The DEX supports fully on-chain order books. All liquidity is concentrated, leading to the best price and deeper liquidity. The DEX is fair. So there's no minor extractable value, which you might see on other chains, or front running. The XRPL uses federated consensus, which means each ledger or block is determined by a consensus of participants, whereby no single party can dictate which transactions or ledgers are valid. There are no miners to prioritize only certain transactions, i.e. pay a higher gas fee and get ahead of anybody else. So in 2022, the community adopted a no smart contract standard, making NFTs on the XRP ledger less vulnerable, less congested, and less expensive than other chains. So any developer can access all essential NFT functionality directly through basic API calls. This includes minting, burning, trading, and assigning royalties. There's no need for layer 2s or smart contracts, which means creators can start their projects with minimal ramp up. So advanced features like the built-in royalties and expanded access to real-world assets are also built into the protocol. There's a multitude of data service tools available to enable developers to tap into ledger data using basic inputs. So NFTs on the XRPL are designed for maximum flexibility. The ledger tracks ownership and provides quick and efficient trading through the DEX. The standard has been designed to keep the overhead of NFTs to a minimum as a number of NFTs increase. And bit of a shout out to the Futureverse team who've certainly helped in terms of increasing the number of NFTs, which we'll get to in a second. This is essential for maintaining the high speed and low cost of the XRP ledger. Building the NFT standard directly into mainnet means that the code has been closely reviewed by the community as an amendment, helping to mitigate the security vulnerabilities which exist in other chains. Finally, developers can use a single API to get up and running in a few lines of code without the need to create, manage, and audit complex smart contracts. So this tokenization ecosystem is expanding very fast across fungible and non-fungible tokens, real-world assets, and many more. So in total, over 6 million NFTs have been minted since the standard launched. And as you heard from Aaron, 4 million of those are from the Futureverse ecosystem. And I think 2 were from the AI Football League application itself. But the ledger itself has performed, as it should, without any hiccup. So the XRPL is a top 10 blockchain for NFT sales. There are over 140,000 unique tokens across both NFT and fungible tokens. Some examples of these include identity solutions, stable coins that you're probably familiar with from Bitstamp and GateHub, real estate marketplaces, carbon credits, platforms, and brands such as Ducati, who've issued exclusive digital collectibles for their fans. So I just want to touch on some of the exciting developments that are coming to the XRP ledger, and in particular, the automated market maker, which is live as of this morning, which is an amazing feat. Really fantastic, considering that's taken close to, I think, 2.5 years to go from the initial proposal through to mainnet. So the built-in limit order DEX is optimal. Is optimal for highly liquid markets where the spread is small and the depth of demand and supply is high. However, it's not so fantastic for less liquid markets. So users may have to wait a long time to get their orders filled, which is why the community has been eagerly awaiting the automated market maker functionality on the XRPL. So what is it? An automated market maker is a decentralized exchange protocol which allows users to swap assets using liquidity from a pre-funded pool using an algorithm that determines price. So, for example, you might have a bucket of money and a bucket of apples. If you want to sell your apples, you're going to get more money. And if you want to take that money and buy more apples, it's going to balance out and there's going to be a price discovery mechanism that's going to take place. So it's protocol native, which means there's no smart contract risk. Again, particularly if you highlight some of the competitors out there, this has been something that's been exploited in other chains quite commonly. So there's a continuous auction mechanism which reduces impermanent loss by incentivizing users to arbitrage for price discrepancy at near zero fees. So if you look today at the AMM functionality, you're about to sort of see there will be people looking to arbitrage the price difference that exists natively in the DEX with what occurs in the centralized exchanges that you're familiar with. So liquidity providers, so if you participate in that liquidity pool, you will keep more of those fees from a trading pool. There's also DEX integration. So price optimization determines if you were to send a payment for two particular assets, if it's best to swap within that liquidity pool or via the order book. So this provides the best price and executes accordingly. Single-sided liquidity provision allows users to participate with any single asset, such as XRP or a stable coin, and still contribute to the pool and participate. So there are many, many opportunities for developers and builders to take advantage of this functionality. Obviously, it's just launched today, so I'd be certainly checking it out. So for example, you could build a user interface into the AMM functionality to enable users to trade tokens, perhaps a simple swap functionality, such as an NFT marketplace, could allow users to trade tokens with in-game assets. And if you haven't had a chance to check this out yet, I'd definitely recommend checking out a product from a partner called Orchestra Finance. So they have a user interface that is built on top of the AMM. So I'll touch on sidechains. Now, a sidechain is an independent ledger with its own consensus algorithm, transaction types, and rules. Each sidechain runs its own set of servers and does not rely on the validators on mainnet to submit transactions on the sidechain. The main chain is connected to the issuing sidechain through a bridge controlled by special servers called witness servers. The bridge has two door accounts, one each on main chain and sidechain. These witness servers listen for transactions that are coming through the door accounts and send an attestation or proof that a transaction took place, which means it's you don't have that double spend problem. It's going to get locked up on the main chain and released on sidechain in an atomic fashion. Transactions within the sidechain are not visible to the main chain. So for institutions, this, skip ahead there for a second, so that describes the key characteristics. But for institutions, this is a great option to enhance control, security, and be regulatory compliant. For developers, you can experiment with features that are not yet live on mainnet, such as hooks, and create your own custom version of the XRP to meet your own needs, such as gaming or metaverses, and many more. Developers have said they wanted EVM compatibility on the XRP ledger. The EVM sidechain is being developed in partnership with an organization called PAssist. The XRPL uses proof of association as its consensus mechanism, whereas EVM uses proof of authority, whereby trusted validators secure the network. The native token remains as XRP. The EVM sidechain supports wallets you'd be very familiar with, such as MetaMask and Coinbase. So what's the purpose? This provides access to the liquidity and the huge user base that's available on the XRP ledger. The secure bridges are optimized for use cases such as DeFi, and developers can bring all the same tools and applications that used to from the Ethereum ecosystem to the EVM sidechain, as it obviously you can use Solidity. One of the features that we're also coming to the XRP ledger is this concept of decentralized identity. Decentralized identity, this standard was established by the World Wide Web Consortium. And it describes the sort of technological details and standards that organizations can follow. So it's a new type of identity that enables a verifiable, decentralized digital identity. So for example, a person who studies at a university, which issues a verifiable digital credential upon completion of their course, could then apply for a role with a potential employer who requires a Bachelor of Engineering. HR could scan a QR code presented by that student to instantly verify they hold that credential. So anyone in the world can build on the XRP ledger. You can join thousands of developers, contributors, validators that make up the XRP ledger the best blockchain for business. So some resources to help anybody who's interested. We have the XRP.org site, which is a source for all documentation on the XRP ledger. You can learn the basics of coding on the XRP ledger on the learning portal. The community has a Discord server where over 7,000 community members can communicate globally. There are grants available to help with the development of innovative projects on the XRP ledger. And to date, over $14 million in funding has been awarded to over 140 teams across representing some 30 countries globally. The XRP Accelerator program provides both the catalyst for startups to launch, but also for more advanced organizations who wish to scale their business. So Ripple is joined by many contributors that help build the XRP ledger ecosystem, including wallet providers, infrastructure, marketplaces, stable coins, and many more. So someone once told me that the XRP ledger supports a galaxy of use cases, which means it makes all of us the guardians of the galaxy. Thank you. Come build.